So I'll be here to present on Space Network. And just to give a brief introduction, so I'm going for the scenario one where I'm making use of, leveraging the current role of a business, which is Space Network. And the goal is to develop a digital first strategy to build awareness and to commercially promote the business. And AI tools and platforms such as Manus, ChatGPT, Gemini have been used, and amongst others, Canva, even including Canva AI, have been used, to support this project. And so I would ask by saying, when people think of, I'll make a statement. When people think about space, the first thing that comes to mind is, rockets, orbit, the Earth, the planet. But working on this project has made me realize that, space is so much more. Like, these are things that we make use of space that we don't even know, tracking our bus, tracking, our parcel, and even like our telco, they make you telcos, they make use of, these things. And so much far back, history, space was perceived as dominated by government, agencies, but today it's different. It's been commercialized. A lot of industries are using it: agriculture, finance, energy, environment, even humanitarian. And making use of Statista as well as McKinsey reports, we see that this the space economy the global space economy is projected to grow from 630 billion to approximately 1.8 trillion, which is huge. And we know that UK is also a major big player, in ensuring that these figures are also high, because we're involved in, satellite manufacturing, Earth observation, academic research, and the likes. So space has become, a commercial ecosystem, and it's shifted from something you would watch to things that we can use, benefit, and things that actually shape our day-to-day activities. And so we looked at emerging trends. First, is the commercialization of space, AI, included in space data, the growth of STEM, and we also know that all these has also been as a result of digital communication, audience behavior, people being more interested, and also the digital platforms and channels that are used to promote this, and people actively looking to participate. And so if it's projected to be that high, so where exactly are these opportunities and where are the pathways to access this? And this is where we come in. We are Space Network, a professional network for the space ecosystem. Now, space ecosystem includes students, professionals, businesses, and what makes us stand out is that we offer opportunities, we offer information, and a connected space for people indirectly and indirectly involved in space to connect and transact. And so, looking at competitive analysis, we looked at Space Capital, New Space Hub, Meritus, and we've seen that they all capture just a part of space. And Space Capital is for students, graduates, early careers. New Space Hub is for manufacturers, companies, and industry. Meritus is a combination of both Space Capital audience and New Space Hub. And we also looked at, using Google Trends, we had made comparison between Space Network and our competition, and we've seen that Space Network has the strongest and most globally distributed search. 4 months ago, we had, gone global. We have partners in South Africa, we have partners in US, we have partners across all the continents, and this is honestly very interesting because these are opportunities that people are looking to be a part of. And I'd mentioned earlier that our competition are just taking a part of people involved in the ecosystem, but we are capturing everyone in the ecosystem. And we'd also make use of search queries, also go on to use Perplexity AI and Uber Suggest to see the SEO, the keywords that competition are using, and we've seen that they're mostly they're concentrated on careers and recruitment. And so for us, there are lots of opportunities, and we stand as that connector between everyone, involved in space. And we've also seen that we have 3 core pillars, which is support, connect, and fund the ecosystem. Now, looking at our SWOT analysis, we are strong, we're credible, we cut across everyone involved in space, and we know that a weakness for us is that we're up and coming, and we're still building our brand recognition. And an opportunity for us is that a lot of this search, looking at Google Trends, there's a lot of people looking into careers, how to start. People also looking for who to transact, and for us that's an opportunity. And in doing all of this, we also need to know that who are we for? We are for Helen, who is a space entrepreneur. We're for Marvin, who is a supplier. We're for Ravi, who is a student looking for how to project her career, how to project herself in the ecosystem. And we're also projecting David, who is a space professional. And looking at their psychography and biography, our consumer insight is that our target audience are already engaged in space in their different ways, but they're not fully aware that there's a commercial and a much more connected way they can transact and do business and be a part of this ecosystem. And for our human truth is that the human truth is people just don't want information, they also want to be part and parcel of what gives them that opportunity on how they can make use of the information that they are getting. And so for us, our objective is to build a strong brand awareness for ourselves, position ourselves as the commercial hub of the sector, to drive transactions, and most importantly to ensure that we convert our awareness to get people to be members and sign up. And also we also have future plans to we're currently doing it, but to further grow internationally and reach a global market. And so our single-minded proposition, looking at our brand promise, our role, and the reason to believe that we are that network for you is that we're connecting you to opportunities. And to a strategy on our slide, just to express this, we're getting students, professionals, suppliers, and companies to see Space Network as that commercial ecosystem where they can transact, do business. Everyone has a goal, and for joining networks, and you're going to get that your goal, while transacting with us and also the ecosystem. And we'll be doing this by using digital platforms and storytelling to build awareness and to ensure that we drive people to participate and become members. And so we are launching in December. We're launching a platform which will be embedded in our website, and this is just so that we are fully running, and we have that one platform that brings everybody together. And so for us, we're just the campaign line should just be as simple as join the network. You need to join the network. There's so many opportunities, so you have to join us. And our insight is that the sector is evolving, and but the identity of the sector is the same. And if we're looking at SpaceX, we're looking at Blue Origin or NASA, or everybody involved in space, we're always going to see the orbits, we're always going to see Earth, we're always going to see space, we're always going to see rockets. But the thing is, those behind these things, who are they? They are creative, they are industrious, they are digital minded. Yes, they are professional, they are imaginative, they are aspirational, they are innovative. And so how can we be distinct and be different and ensure that, in getting them to join our space, in getting them to join our network, we're speaking to them directly. And so our idea is to make space feel human and creative. Making use of their own identity. So not identifying them as, who they truly are, as imaginators, as artists. And so making use of avatars, dynamic colors, and a clear human language to communicate to them. And so we'll be making use of, for our tease and our launch, we'll be making use of avatars and a clear call to action for our target audience. So an example, for the early career, we're telling you, you're ready to take off, you just need a runway, join the network. For a founder, you can't afford to grow alone, join the network. And so our customer journey is basically from awareness to engagement, and ensure that as we engage them, they're becoming members and and active users. Yes, active users. And our platform strategy is Instagram, LinkedIn, X, Facebook, YouTube, and as well as our website. Our content pillar is discovery and innovation, community and connection, opportunity and growth. And we've been able to break down our phase. So we have pre-launch, launch, and post-launch. And our content pillars will also feel into this. Currently we're undergoing the planning phase, and this is because the clients and myself, we meet on a regular basis, and by next week would be full blown on our plan, and to be going on execution. So this is just a wireframe of what we have, and it's going to be heavy on our visuals, the visuals that we had already showed earlier. And we had made use created content calendars for pre, post, and launch, pre-launch and post for using ChatGPT and Canva AI, and our content pillars are also looked into this. But while we are also planning, we've been able to make posts, and we've also seen that these are the posts that we've made. We've written blog articles. We had just recently, continued partnership with one of our partners, and we've also given key insights. So Spacecom Network event is happening soon. We'd also looked into that, and we also made use of our short and long tail keywords that we got from Perplexity and Google Trend. And so, looking through, we've seen that in as much as we are not regular on our post due to the planning phase, we're actually gaining traction. Attraction across board. We have our site sessions have increased. Our unique visitors have increased because people are increasingly, becoming aware of space and how they can make use of it, and also looking for opportunities. And we're also going to tap into the red letter days and important days during this period. We'll also be able to categorize our KPIs. So for our awareness, engagement, conversion, retention, advocacy, and our founders' impact. So our founders are also going to be part of the planning. They're also going to be part of the whole awareness, because they themselves are distinctive and they themselves are thought leaders, so they'll also be giving their insights. So basically what we've learned is simple. Technology alone doesn't move forward and doesn't move a sector forward. People do. And so the future for space, and which is what we're portraying, and what we're doing is connecting the ecosystem. So our roadmap now extends into our global extension, supporting hybrid networking experiences from in-person industry gatherings to immersive sessions. And so this is who we are, Space Network. Thank you.